evening. Welcome to another edition of Prime on My Media Prime. This evening we are going to be looking at COVID-19 from the African traditional medicine perspective with one of the most renowned traditional practitioners or holistic doctors that Cameroon can boast of, in the person of Dr. Fru. He has proven beyond reasonable doubt that he is a force to reckon with when it comes to modern African medicine. He has been following the trend as far as COVID-19 is concerned and has been making inputs, carrying out researches, and contributing to fighting this global pandemic that is making waves across the globe, Africa and Cameroon to be precise. We are going to be discussing with him what he perceives as COVID-19 is all about. We equally are going to be finding out from him whether he himself and other colleagues have been working in synergy to finding a lasting solution to what is plaguing Africa as we speak, and then also look at some of his works as far as fighting COVID-19 is concerned. Dr. Fru, all the way from Boya, is in the studio with us as earlier announced this morning on our social media platforms. We're glad to have you with us this evening, Doctor.
Thank you. Good evening, Mr. Kum.
How is Boya?
Well, Boya is so. In Bakwere language, say Boya is just loco. Yeah, so I will say by the grace of God, in Boya, notwithstanding the crisis, the pandemic going on, something that started just like an epidemic in Wuhan, China, has crossed, has entered into different nations, has crossed into continents, has become a pandemic. Yes. And today, Cameroon is also suffering from the heat of COVID-19. It started in Yaoundé, came to Douala, and then we heard in Bafoussam. Definitely it went to the southwest region. Today we are talking about the south region also. We are getting echoes that the Adamawa region has recorded its first case this today. We are going to be looking at all of this. Dr. Fru, have you people come together in your circle of modern medicine, traditional medicine practitioners? I'm talking about holistic doctors, to provide an alternative to what Western science has offered this far. It's not really a matter of coming together individually.
Okay.
We have been carrying out research. You know, I'm very happy the way you pronounce this pandemic, because at times I'm embarrassed when I hear, listen to health professionals calling it coronavirus instead of being specific. I have not heard even corona in your mouth before. It means that you are well informed about this virus, COVID-19, because people just call it coronavirus as if COVID-19 is the only coronavirus that exists. A common cold that we catch every day is caused by a coronavirus. And if we just say coronavirus, just like somebody gets up and you start calling HIV retrovirus, every day you have an attack of retrovirus, whereas there are so many retroviruses that are actually existing. So it's good we should be specific that COVID-19, that is a particular strain of virus.
Okay, Doctor, we are coming back to you. We are going to take a short break. When we come back, we continue with our discussions with Dr. Fru all the way from Boya. You're watching Prime Hour on My Media Prime, and our guest for the program today is Dr. Fru, the founder, CEO of Geneva, all the way from Boya to be part of this edition of the program to talk about what they, at their level, as holistic doctors, are thinking and doing to combat COVID-19. And Doctor, you were talking about what you people as modern traditional medicine practitioners, as well as holistic doctors, what you people were doing to see how you could help solve this pandemic that is threatening humanity today.
Yes, before the break, I was trying to appreciate the way you put it. You call it COVID-19, means you are well informed and updated. Yes, so I was trying to say at times I'm embarrassed when I go around seeing even medical practitioners who are experts, very learned. They keep calling coronavirus, 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 just because they don't understand the meaning of coronavirus. Okay. Coronavirus actually means viruses with a crown. Corona means crown. If people have already working, trying to stigmatize the word corona. I'm even planning that in future. If I have some children, I will even name some corona. Corona means crown. Crown is a corona comes from the Latin word crown. It means these viruses have crown round them, protein crown. So that is why they call it coronavirus. Viruses with a crown. And when we just say coronavirus, is not specific. We know that there are hundreds of types of coronaviruses. Some they attack humans, some attack birds, some attack animals, and so on. So it's good to be specific when we are talking of the latest outbreak, the epidemic that has become a pandemic, which is COVID-19, since it broke out in 2019, called COVID-19. So we have to be specific and call the particular strain, this a very, I'll call it dangerous strain of virus called COVID-19. Yeah. So we should not just be calling it coronavirus, because coronavirus, just like somebody comes up that retrovirus, call it HIV retrovirus, because it falls under the group of retroviruses. The backward viruses. So I'm happy the way you put it. Yeah, we have been doing a lot in working under the domain of traditional medicine or naturopathic medicine or holistic medicine or African traditional medicine or holistic African medicine to come up with our own solutions to help combat this monster in the name of coronavirus COVID-19 that is ravaging the society, most especially in Europe, America, and now it has spread its tentacles into Africa, and the way the thing is growing, following government statistics in Cameroon, is really alarming. So we have been working tirelessly, day and night, burning the midnight candle to come up with solutions that will help to combat this disease in the domain of traditional medicine.
Okay. Were you people at your level taken by surprise by the pandemic, like other Western researchers, or you waited until it started before you went to the lab? Because you say you guys have been researching, you have been working. Were you already envisaging the probability for something like this to happen, or you went to the lab only after it came?
Yeah, I would say we of the traditional field, even though I know there are so many people all over the world who have been working, they are holistic doctors, but I would like to concentrate on my own domain, myself, my association, Geneva. We see the break out of HIV. I became so interested in studying virology. Virology is the study of viruses, the different types of viruses, how they manifest, their sources, and so on. We study and know how you can cut a protein molecule, a DNA or a RNA, you combine to form deadly viruses. What is a virus? A virus is a non-living chemical produced that mimics or acts like a natural chemical, either RNA, protein, or DNA in the human body to cause certain havocs in the system. So viruses are non-living particles inside. They say they are innate. mean there are particles that don't have life. They start showing some sort of life when they enter a living tissue or a living system. That is when they get the nutrients and they become activated and they start showing some form of life. But if you go deeper, you discover that viruses generally don't have life. So I will not go into all that, but I would like to limit myself on corona, which is the song of today, what is causing a lot of problem today. Coronaviruses are viruses that are covered with with fat. And the best medicine to destroy coronavirus is heat. Once you apply heat, you melt the fat that covers them and protects them. Once you melt the fat, they decay. You don't kill viruses. You only destroy viruses. You melt them, cause them to decay. They are not living things that you have to kill them. So when I hear people say they will kill viruses, we have drugs that will kill viruses, no, we destroy them. You just say something that will melt the fat, then also distort the genetic material, create conditions that are not favorable for that chemical, because viruses are chemicals. Especially the viruses that we have today. They are not even organic chemicals. They are inorganic chemicals that have almost the same structure like organic chemicals in our body, but programmed. They act like invaders. They act in the opposite. When they enter your system, they undergo about three different fates. The first fate is that your immunity can be stronger than them, because when they enter your system, what do? They, like those that have whiskers, something like tentacles, they grip the cell, then burst a hole, send in the genetic material. If it's DNA, if the DNA enters the body cell, there are three phases that can occur. Those are things that we studied when we were doing biology in secondary school or in high school. The DNA can enter the cell, and when it enters the cell, there are three phases that the body can undergo. The cell can be stronger than the virus and eradicate the virus. They can have almost the same strength and they cooperate to work as partners. Or the foreign cell from the virus can be stronger than your cell. It hijacks the cellular activity and then turn it to its own mechanism to be fabricating more viruses. Then we say, with those that cooperate, somewhere along the line there can be mutation. Those mutations can lead to tumors, cancers, and so on. And that is how viruses operate. But this one, they don't have those whiskers that wrap the cell. They have, but those they are small this and that attaches themselves to the cell. But we already know, like I have been so interested in virology, I've been doing a lot of study under that. We know the characteristics of coronaviruses. Coronaviruses cannot withstand heat. And if they withstand heat, there is not a coronavirus, there is something else. Because common cold that we suffer every day is a coronavirus that causes common cold. As opposed to a flu. Flu is not caused by that. Flu is caused by the RNA virus, which is an influenza virus. Then there are so many that attack other things. But we already know. That is why with that knowledge, knowing the characteristics, how they operate, how they are able to live in the system, the environment they need to survive and replicate, we are able to come out with medicine that will combat them.
Doctor, through your research, can we understand what COVID-19 specifically is?
Yeah, following what we are being told, because we have not been able to go to the lab and see the structure to be ascertained. Following what we are being told, from when it originated in Wuhan, China, then spreading to other countries, then now in Africa, we are being told, we are given the characteristic of COVID-19, we are being told how it spreads, and the modalities to follow to make sure that we cut it down, cut the spread, or contain it. Yes, from that, we just work following that. But, as a holistic doctor, I know that it is not the presence of a germ that makes people sick. It is the inability of the system to contain the germ that makes people sick. That is why in a society, 100 people will have COVID-19. Maybe out of 100, 10 will fall sick. Out of the 10, maybe 5 will die. Why are the others not falling sick? Because they are able to contain it due to strong immunity. The strong immunity is thanks to their previous lifestyle. Because what you eat today determines how you will be tomorrow. How you will be able to withstand situations tomorrow. So people, there is this common proverb, or is it a parable, or what will I say, that are always
give that when breeze or wind blows through the forest, it's not all branches of tree that will break and fall. The branches that break and fall are branches that were deficient of strength. Maybe maggots or certain things must have affected or poorly formed due to lack of nutrients and so on. Those are the first that break and fall. So when the convict breeze blows through communities, through nations, through continents, it is the people who are like those branches of tree that lack nutrients and energy that will easily be affected. They will easily collapse. Many will easily die. And that is why, following statistics, you see that it is mostly the old dying and mostly the men dying. Why? If you carry out statistics, you understand why mostly the old are from 50 years above are affected. Then why mostly within that age, why mostly the men are affected. Those are the people who have been undergoing a lot of stress, either physical stress, mental stress, emotional stress, or spiritual stress.
Okay.
Yes.
Now you are looking at it from a holistic
perspective. Yes.
Yeah, but modern traditional doctors, how do you carry out research to ascertain a fact or come up with solutions?
Thank you.
Do people have labs and...
Yeah, we have our own laboratory that is tangential to the orthodox or allopathic medical laboratories.
Okay.
Traditional medicine, there's nothing new under the sun. COVID-19 is not something new. Before Christ, millions of years pandemics have been happening. Epidemics have been happening. Millions of people have been dying. It's not something new. If you carry out research, you see these things have been happening. People are not even dying. Epidemics or pandemics that happen, people die in millions. The world was almost wiped out. In one country, millions of people die. We are still counting by hundreds, thousands. We haven't counted millions. There's nothing new under the sun. So traditional medicine is medicine that dwells with knowledge or knowledge handed down within time immemorial. It is knowledge handed down from ancestors. It means that it is knowledge that has been tested and proven within time immemorial. So since we already know what are viruses, or notwithstanding all that, we don't even need to know whether some is called viral or what. We don't know that human beings are sick because they are deficient. Animals in the wild, who kills them? They house coronaviruses in their hundreds. They house all types of viruses, parasites, bacteria. They eat food without washing, excreta, mosquito bite them, snake bite them. Are they dying? Do they need doctors? No, because they live following their instincts, following what they have been programmed by the creator of life to follow. So they have power, because life is all about power. When you have energy and power, you can drink water even from sewage, from gutters, from toilets. You will step under poisons or poison and so on. Nothing will harm you. But when you are deficient, the least bacteria enter your body, your blood, your fluids, which the creator make them to be germicides. Germicide means they were even to be used as sterilizer, sanitizers. You were supposed to use the human blood to sanitize an environment, kill virus and so on. But if your blood that was supposed to be a sterilizer, a sanitizer, become food for things that was supposed to kill, become their food, then you ask yourself, what went wrong? Lifestyle. So in traditional medicine, we don't incriminate bacteria, viruses, parasites, fungi, and so on. The protozoans, we don't incriminate them, because we know that in life, every entity sought for its favorable environment to live, multiply, proliferate, and spread. And if bacteria or germ or viruses or parasites or protozoan or whatsoever entity or what religious people call evil spirit, they live in your system, they grow and control you, it means you are the problem. You went astray. You have diverted. There's a divergence in your genetical line. You have diverged from what the Creator created you to depend on, to have dominion over all these things, and that is why they now have dominion over you. And that is why we advocate for natural life. I know many people will ask, doctor, you say we should go back to nature. Every food is plenty of fertilizer. The environment is full of carbon monoxide. Everywhere toxic, and so on.
Let's stay in focus. Somebody writing from Boya, Esther writing from Boya, says, good evening to you all. I wish to ask Dr. Fru to give a deeper meaning of COVID-19. I don't know whether you have a detailed meaning of COVID-19. This one from Yaoundé says, good evening, Wisdom, writing from Yaoundé, says, good evening, Dr. Fru. Please, what should be done to destroy this COVID-19 by the use of do you have a solution to that?
We have come out with medications for that, which in the course of program, I will expose them. But I don't think everybody will have money to buy my medication. I'm a holistic doctor who wants to see people free. People must not necessarily come and buy my medicine to get away. That is why on social media, on my Facebook page, on my profile, I've published weeks ago, or maybe more than a month ago, solutions to combat COVID-19, that even the poor man, the poor mother who does not even have money to even buy soap to wash dressing can combat COVID-19. So we already work on that. The other person from Boya is asking me, maybe the person is just trying to test my knowledge on COVID-19. No, when we are educating the people who come not to learn, they want but to test you. I already explained what I say. COVID-19.
Maybe the message came before your explanation.
Okay, maybe so.
Maybe yes. But now you have said a lot of things, and you even say on your social media handle, you educate people, the poorest of our communities, to be able to overcome and fight COVID-19. But all of this, have you engaged authorities in the southwest region where you reside? Have you engaged the authorities of this country to also see the need to look beyond conventional medicine, and then also come to associate you guys to see how to combat this?
Yes, we have engaged on individual basis because I started operating since 1995. Everybody knows that in 1996, when there was this pandemic, or it was an epidemic, it was a pandemic called Cameroon, the fungal infection that could not respond to any medicine. I was the one who came up with the medicine that was even stocked at the Delegation of Public Health, and people were going there and getting in 1996 to cure Cameroon, this common fungal infection. And since then, I've tried to work the authorities, but the mentality is always not really convenient for me to work with them, because many have been brainwashed. Many are working under a system that is being remote controlled from abroad. They cannot really work with us, and once they work with us, maybe they can lose their jobs. Some are being threatened. So most of them work with us privately. That is why then many hospitals stopped my drugs in 1996, 97. They were using it privately, and since then we have been struggling to. So we have authorities that we are working with independently, and many of them are already dealing with the products. Even presently, just the latest medicine that I came out of COVID-19, people who suspected, I don't say what they were proven, who had the signs and symptoms, and they felt that they had it. They took my medicine, and just within 2 or 3 days, those symptoms, everything disappeared, and they were fine. So, following the relationship with people, we are working independently, and there are things that I cannot really expose here because of the situation in which we find ourselves, the policy of the country, and so on, concerning relationship between traditional health practitioners and orthodox or allopathic health practitioners. But I know I've come through documents that former ministers of health, they have signed ordering orthodox health practitioners to cooperate with traditional health practitioners. I've held a lot of press conferences which I try to expose releases from World Health Organization instructing member states to make sure that they cooperate with traditional health practitioners to carry out research, and then instructing the heads of states, the governments of African countries which are signatories under a World Organization to make sure that traditional medicine is promoted and integrated into the national health system. But you know, the authorities, there are so many people in the government, I will not say the government, there are so many elements in the government who have bad faith. So they are the ones retarding the progress of our government. Maybe there are people in the government, or the government has very good for the authority, some authorities, but these bad seats inside the government, they are retarding the vision of World Health Organization. The African Union, you know, from 2001 to 2010 was declared by AU, African Union, to be the decade of African traditional medicine. Then 2011 to 2020 was declared by AU, African Heads of States, to be the second decade of African traditional medicine. Then when you follow World Health Organization releases, that the WHO releases, they are mounting pressure on African Heads of States to make sure that traditional medicine is promoted, importance should be given to it and integrated. But it is not moving because there are agents abroad that are using people within our government
not to empower you people.
Yes.
Okay. I went through your page, your social media handle. I will quote some of your writings for you to explain, because you say you're educating people through that. You say, if we do not use our innate living abilities to do something to terminate COVID-19, then the innate COVID-19 will use our dormant abilities for its abilities to terminate us.
Yeah, that was a coded information for people to decode. If we do not use our living inner abilities to attack COVID-19, the innate, means the non-living COVID-19, we enter our system, then use those abilities to destroy us. How does viruses operate? I think I earlier explained that. When they enter the system, they are innate. Innate means they don't have life. They are non-living. They are particles. They are just chemicals. When they enter your system,
that's when they gain life.
They gain life. They hijack, get the nutrients from you, that are your inner living abilities. Use those energy that you are not using to attack them because of your mindset or lack of knowledge. They will use it now to destroy you, to get life and power to destroy you. Just like if you have a brain and you refuse to use it, smart people will use that brain for you to work and make them grow. They exploit it for their own growth and prosperity. But if you use it, it will be difficult for smart people to use it for their own benefit. That is how viruses also operate. When they enter your system, if you don't use your inner dormant abilities, you activate the dormant abilities to use all these abilities to chase out this virus. This innate particle will enter, then become now living, use those abilities to destroy you.
Okay, let me take this one. This one says, good evening, Doctor. I'm called Shaibu Shefu from Kamal Shops, Boya. My question is, among your teas, Doctor, which of them can help to treat the COVID-19, and how are we going to get it? My second question is, if you have the cure for COVID-19, will the government agree for you to give out the medicine? Thank you. Shuaibu, we are watching from Kamal Shops. Greetings to you, and extend our greetings to the Imam of Boya.
Yes, he is asking of our teas.
Yes.
Yeah, we know already have teas. The product we have, we don't call them teas. When they are tea, we spare their teas.
Okay.
Yes, I believe when I listen to President Trump, he said chloroquine is good for COVID-19. I listen to so many other scientific releases. When I read them, they say chloroquine. What is chloroquine?
Though that is also disputed by some other...
Disputed by other group of scientists. Let's assume that the president of America should be right somehow to a certain degree.
And some doctors in France.
Some doctors too, they are also right. Yes. If chloroquine works against COVID-19, where does chloroquine come from? Chloroquine is a counterfeit of our yellow candlestick that when you go to the villages, people put in what they call a fofo, illicit gin, or the local gin. That yellow candle they use for malaria. That is where chloroquine was discovered. That way it's extracted. But now even though you have the synthetic chloroquine, which is no longer the natural chloroquine. So the counterfeit and the natural from God, which one is more effective? So people go, one of the composition of bitter tea is that yellow kanda, even though it has more than 60-something plants in it. One of the composition is bitter kanda, but it has a whole lot of plants that have been brought together to form that tea. So if he's asking of tea, I will recommend bitter tea, because everywhere, you go everywhere in Cameroon, the testimony of bitter tea. People sat on chair, could not walk, they got up and walk. People lie on bed, they just took just a first dose and got up and started running. They come to my office, they give testimony, even dance in my office giving testimony. So people should take bitter tea if he wants tea. But if you come to medicine, maybe in the course of program following your permit,
yeah,
I will talk about that.
But he asked whether there was a cure. I'm sure
we have the cure. I've already analyzed.
Yeah, but
because some people ask, where have you tested it?
Yeah, because that's the question I was going to ask you.
Yes, there is nothing I've brought out and announced that it works and it doesn't work since I started bringing out medicines since 1995. All medicine that I brought out work. They have much of this weak COVID-19, even though it's killing people.
Okay, Doctor, evening, just a contribution. Mr. Leonard was asking about COVID-19. It simply means coronavirus disease 2019. Dr. Fobela, writing from Melong. I'm sure Doctor also explained that already. Good evening to you guys in the studio. What can we do to prevent ourselves from COVID-19? Bela Man is writing from Kumbo in the Northwest region. Doctor is taking note. He's going to provide answers. This one says, please, can you tell me one medicine of COVID-19 by Mabel is writing from Moyuka. This one says, good evening, Mr. Kum. Thank you for inviting Dr. Fru. He has explained many things that I did not know, especially on coronavirus. Ewuba Felix writing from Yaoundé. This one says, according to what I hear, people say COVID-19 does not have any cure. Please, Dr. Fru, what can you say about this? Wisdom is writing from Yaoundé.
Yeah, the first question, the first message, I did not really get it.
The first one says, Doc, good evening, just contribution was, no, this one was corroborating what you said already. This one says, what can we do to prevent COVID-19?
Wow, that is good. Our government is already doing a lot.
Okay.
I want people to follow all the information sent out by the health systems in the country. They will all contribute, even though some are limited. But I want that they should respect all the hygiene and sanitation methods the government and the health authorities they are sending out, instructing people to follow. They follow all what both the orthodox and holistic doctors are sending out to educate people on how to combat COVID-19. And in addition to that, I don't always like to talk about medicine, because we only need medicine when we fail laws. That is why I always like to educate. They should always make sure they put on warm clothing after following all the laws the health authorities are passing on. Coronaviruses have a common characteristics. I earlier said common cold is caused by a coronavirus. Why is the name called cold? Because it is a disease of cold weather. COVID-19 carry those characteristics, even though it's more deadly, because it's made up of different strains of genes attached, and it causes it to be more deadly, and that is why even scientists are struggling to get the medicines. They find it difficult, but the highest medicine is our immune system. So people should make sure they expose themselves to heat. I earlier said this coronavirus is covered by a fat, by a lipid stuff. Once you apply heat that is above 26 degrees Celsius upward, it melts the fat. That is why the virus cannot withstand heat, and that is why Chinese are not getting well because of vaccines or drugs. They just discovered that the medicine is heat, even though they will not tell the world. If you go to China, they are not even taking drugs, not even taking so many things. It's heat. That is why the disease hardly survives in tropical Africa.
Okay.
Yes.
Good evening.
Heat.
Good evening to you, Doctor, in the studio. It's Gasala from Douala. God bless you, Doctor, with a lot of knowledge. I praise you, Doctor, always pouring out a lot of knowledge. Thank you. This one reads, where you can intervene to clarify them, do please.
Yes.
With to you in the studio, I'm Prince Salif, writing from Yaoundé. Please, doctor, do you have any place in Yaoundé? Long life Cameroon, short life coronavirus. I'm sure doctor has.
Yeah, we have.
Just call me at the end of the program. I'll surely give you doctor's number. NX Carl from Moi. He says, good evening to you in the studio and congratulations, doctor. I appreciate your efforts. NS Carry from Moi subdivision. Good evening to you, Ernest. This one says, how can a virus created from a lab COVID-19 be cured with a natural medication? Daji from Abu Dhabi, United Arab Emirates. Yes.
We don't know whether it's created from a lab. There are some theories that it came from the lab. There are some theories that came from bats. Some theories that came from here. No matter wherever it comes from, we don't care. In holistic medicine, we don't even care to know the name of a virus, the name of a bacteria, the name of whatsoever. We are more concerned of making it on the health of the person. We don't incriminate germ and so on. We only accuse the system that is unable to contain foreign bodies. Germ, bacteria, whatsoever are called foreign bodies. Once a foreign body enters your system, you were created to have that capacity to withstand all, to overcome all. If and only if we lived in consonance with the principles and laws of nature. Once we breach the laws of nature, we become weak, vulnerable, and become easily attacked by these things and controlled. Okay. Yes.
Okay. Doctor, you are talking a lot about what COVID-19 is and what it is not. A lot of information being appreciated by televiewers out there. At your personal level and as an institution, I'm talking about Geneva, you are in the lab researching, but do you also go the extra mile to carry out this sensitization like you are doing out here with the local people of Boya, the southwest and the northwest regions?
Yeah, everybody who knows Dr. Fruit knows that I'm always on air. The radio, the televisions, and so on. I'm always sensitizing on radio, TV, social media, and so on. That time I send people out door to door, sensitizing the public. So it's just a part of me.
Yeah, but with COVID-19, what is that message you are telling them? To respect hygienic conditions?
The hygiene, I've already said they should respect all the instructions given by the health authorities, the health bodies, on how to practice good hygiene and sanitation methods to be able to contain this COVID-19. Then they should follow in abstract. They should follow the extra information we are giving on how to eradicate this virus without necessarily consuming because we are on how people so many media, but if on your permission, one in the program, if you give me the permission, I will still give it.
Okay, we are going to come to that. Yes. Good evening, Mr. Leo. I think the government should come together with all the traditional doctors in Cameroon and stop waiting for vaccines from the white people. Madi Muda Siru, writing from Yaoundé, lots of messages from Yaoundé. You went to the lab and you have some products there, which you may have to share with televiewers to understand. You have a special, unique hand sanitizer, the Geneva hand sanitizer.
Yes.
How did you come about coming up with a hand sanitizer? Is it that simple, easy for anybody to come up with, or you had to follow some specific guidelines to be able to deliver what meets the expected standards?
Yes, there are. This is our hand sanitizer. I've educated people on how to come up with home hand sanitizer. But this one is a professional hand sanitizer.
Okay.
But we educate people how they can produce their home sanitizers and so on to use like first aid. But we came up with this because it's professional. That is why we put on the composition so that even when the whole body reads and follow it, they will know that it is a professional hand sanitizer which a normal person cannot produce. So we produce this and follow all the instructions given by World Organization to come out with a solid hand. So we came up.
What are some of these instructions? What makes this hand sanitizer unique?
Yeah, this hand sanitizer is unique because if you take it to the lab, you test the alcoholic, because everything we use here is consumable.
Okay.
It's consumable. You carry it out because at times we have been preaching that don't apply on your body what you cannot drink. Because anything you apply on your body, it takes just within 25 seconds to penetrate deep into your blood. So if you apply anything toxic on your body, if you are happy, it penetrates the blood. It destroys you gradually, but you don't know. Tomorrow you start finding cancers, weak immune system, and so on. You don't know the things you have been applying on your body, even rubbing oil. I will always ask people, if you are rubbing oil, ask question, what do you apply on your body? Can you eat it? If you are rubbing oil, is not edible, then don't use it. Apply only what is edible on your body, even on your hair. Because my rubbing oil, I produce it. My children, I produce a rubbing oil, even the hair oil. You can still eat it. Everything is edible. So this one, the 80 ethanol or the ethanol there is the one that is drinkable. If you carry it to the lab, you measure it. The alcoholic percentage is 75. Because the standard, it should not be below 70. Once it's below 70, it risks not working. Then inside, we use the composition, there are plant extracts there. You have the hydrogen peroxide, 3% food grade. Food grade is not all hydrogen peroxide that consumable. Those are wounds is not purified, not consumable. There's a standard that World Organization instruct the food grade, 35% food grade. Some get it, so we follow instruction that were given on the World Organization website on how to produce this type of a hand sanitizer. So there are so many things in it. If I open it, if you, on your permission, yes. I think I don't have a nail because it's
while you are opening this is done in your lab.
It's done in my production unit.
Okay, your production, is there a structure that supervises what you do and ascertain it, or do you test it anywhere? I'm not just an ordinary traditional doctor. Okay.
I have a doctorate in naturopathic medicine. It means I can teach medicine in any university in the world. I did my doctorate in India.
I was there the day.
Yes. So I'm not just an ordinary traditional doctor. So I'm a researcher. I've been trained to produce. So this is our hand sanitizer. If you open it, it's well protected. Even after removing from the carton, there's still another seal. Sorry, I don't have good nails. If you open it.
Yes. How affordable? How affordable? Can somebody like myself?
No, we make it very, very affordable because I went around. I did some studies. I went around, bought a couple of hand sanitizer because I have a meter to measure the alcoholic, the alcohol percentage. I went and measured, discovered that most hand sanitizer outside that people are just moving, making locally, the percentage is less than 50. You just see some thick things around, but when you put the meter there, it's not up to 50%. So this one has been carried. We do the measurement and everything we measure to produce this hand sanitizer. That is why we did not hide the composition here.
Okay, doctor. A little bit away from this, Ndifo Richard, who is watching us from Douala here, he's asking, before giving out your drugs, do you request lab results? Do you request for a lab
I'm a
result?
modern holistic doctor. We use laboratory diagnosis to increase our probability in diagnosing diseases.
Okay.
First thing, when the patients come, we do our clinical consultation following clinical signs and symptoms. Then after that, when we suspect certain things which we are not certain, we also prescribe them, send the patient to the lab, get the results. Then we use it to increase our probability, because there's no doctor who can be 100% sure of what you are diagnosing. So we increase by the probability, and then we come up with our drugs that we have made them standard, because we produce everything we use. We have more than 200 different brands of medicine. We produce all what we use. Then we place patients on the means to handle such problems. But our method is different from the allopathic medicine.
Okay.
We don't give medicine to kill germ. Apart from the hand sanitizer, we don't give medicine to kill germ. We give medicine to work on your health. Then after we work on your health, then your health now regain energy, because God has created every living thing, be it plants. When you go to the bush, you wound a tree. On coming back, the tree healed itself. Nobody came and applied medicine or plaster to heal itself. Animals in the bush, they have wounds. They cut their legs. On coming back after a few months, the legs get healed. No doctor came and treated those animals in the wild. God has also given us this ability, even more. The point, we are sick because we have diverted from the principle of the laws of God. If the God say, if you get on the morning, maybe eat fruit, you get on the morning, you go and buy pastas and fry and eat. They say eat palm oil, you bleach it before you eat. They say eat this, you divert, you don't eat. They say eat fruit, you go and buy the things they put in bottles and sell. You say they are juice. You divert. You cannot get up in the morning. The person who manufactured a car say put this type of engine oil. You go and take palm oil and put in the engine. Put vegetable oil because they are so bright in bottles. The engine will fail. It will fail you. So the creator of this body has prescribed what we have to put in this body, but we have violated the rule. We are putting by what scientists and people have, a food manufacturer want to make their money, they are prescribed for us. That's where we go wrong.
Yeah, but these products that are sold in the world market are certain and confirmed by certain quarters in the world. Let's take all in the studio. I'm happy educating the public about COVID-19. Thanks, Dr. Fru, for your good works. I will always appreciate Mr. Liu for this wonderful program. Prime Fifth is writing from Bamenda. Good evening to you, Fifth. Good evening to you all, and to all the viewers of my Media Prime TV. First of all, I want to thank you for bringing this doctor to talk about the COVID-19. I want to advise all that any advice he will give, let all in Africa and Cameroon in particular take it serious, because traditional medicine treats all sicknesses. Humphrey, watching from Canada. Okay, good evening to you, faithful viewer, Humphrey, always writing during the program. Dr. Fru, first, Cameroonians have to watch and listen very, very carefully. Okay. This one says, this one is a message. We can't take your message. You cannot send a recorded message. Just send your message. We are going to be reading. Richard is my brother. Okay. He says, my name is Ferdinand. I don't know. You know him?
Ferdinand. There's so many Ferdinands. I don't know.
He says you are his brother. Good evening, Mr. Liu and the traditionalist in Liu. I just want to ask the doctor that he talked about of the virus cannot survive in heat, but the Middle East is one of the areas in the planet heated by COVID-19, which is hotter than tropical Africa. Raymond is writing from Boya, I'm sure, because Iran has a very high rate.
Yes.
This was Dr. Fru, you just said you have a cure for COVID, produce advertise the medicine. Why can't you inform the public to come for treatment? Paul is writing from Limbe. I'm the one who asked about this hand sanitizer. That is why he's showing it. Good evening, Dr. Fru. Congrats for your great work. Just the idea that you can combat COVID-19 is already putting smiles on people's faces. The world needs people like you. Kims is writing from Yaoundé. Hi, this is Lovet from Douala. Sorry for going out of topic, but please, I wanted to ask the doctor if he has medicine to cure pimples on the face, and if yes, how can I get one? Just call after the program. I'm sure I'll give you doctor's number. Good evening, doctor. What's the name of the rubbing and hair oil? It's Chap Cynthia, writing from Bamenda. Chap Cynthia, just call after the program. Surely doctor will direct you. Good evening, doctor. I know you are a man of God and always work with the church. What can you say about Christians restricted from going to church but allow? Your message is not complete. Good evening, Mr. Liu. I am very happy listening to your program. I am Walter Squala, writing from Yaoundé. I love the way Doctor speaks. Please, I want to ask Doctor, as a traditionalist, what traditional methods can we apply to combat COVID-19 apart from those prescribed by the government? Does COVID-19 has a genome in? You certainly have some
yes.
answers to some of the worries expressed by televiewers.
Yes, I've heard a lot. I think most of what they are asking I've already explained.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but I'm more interested in what I wanted to say.
Okay.
A question has come there. Mm-hmm. What traditional methods can be used to combat COVID-19 apart from what the government said? The one person asked about Iran. It's hot. People are still sick. I made is it a proverb or a parable? I say when breeze blows through the forest, even no matter how weak the breeze is, there are some branches of tree that will break and fall, depending on so many factors, depending on the soil, the nutrient in that soil that the trees picked to build themselves, to have strength or power. If the trees grew in an environment that is deficient of so many nutrients, the trees will be weak, and the least breeze that blows, not even a wind, I will not even say wind, we know breeze is wind in motion, in a stronger motion. So when wind blows or breeze blows through a forest, no matter how weak it is, there are certain branches of tree that will always break and fall down. But there are some forests that even heavy wind will blow, branches of tree will not fall. But there are some forests when the least wind blows through, so many trees will fall down. Why? Because of what they are made up of. Ask what the Iranis are eating. Their food, is it natural? Is it all the hamburger, the hot dogs, the cold dogs, the food dogs, and so on? Is it the natural food grown with organic material? Go to Italy. Try to see what the people live on. Is it this our type of African food, the natural food from nature? Your body uses what you put in to make you. I'll give one example. Bring 2 grains of corn. You plant one where there's manure and another where there's no manure. I start growing. You see, the other one, the green will grow very fast. The other one will grow somewhere along like it's stunted, start putting yellowish leaf. Just bring manure and throw under it. Within 1 week, you see the leaf will turn to green and start growing. It means the leaves use what you put there to make itself. People are resistant depending on what they put. And diseases run within family lines because of their dietary lifestyle. You know, scientists will always say genetic. Most of those things they say genetic is not true. It is because it is the food that your parents used to eat that make them sick. They have been feeding you with. And you grow, you are trained to be eating those type of food. And the common disease that food gave them will be running the family. And in a society, what is common there that they eat is what will make up those people, and those people become vulnerable to particular type of diseases. So that is why when that wind blows through different forests, some forests branches will not break down, but some even the trees will fall down. That represents human being. When the COVID-19 is blowing across from Asia to Europe to America to Africa, not everybody who has it will die.
Okay.
Some will die, some will live. Ask why some did not die, why some do die.
Okay, I want to take some 2-3 messages from our social media handle. Let us also listen from out there. This one says, good evening, Mr. Liu and Dr. Fru. You are right. We need to go back to traditional medicine and build our immune system to fight diseases. God bless you. Doctor, this one is from Mark Amos, Queens. This one says, Prince Boris says, he said something I'm interested in, which I did my research from China and confirmed that truly heat kills the virus. Okay, Prince Boris says that is why to live healthy is not all about eating food, because the food we eat today is poisonous to our system. How to help all these fertilizers in our bodies is to drink a lot of water every day. Dr. Fru, are you sure Candastic can cure this COVID-19? Okay. Okay. Those are some of the questions there from some of our televiewers who are watching on our social.
We don't cure COVID-19. We cure the human body, and then the human body cure itself of the COVID-19. Okay. It's an indirect treatment. Okay. Even though there's a direct treatment, the way we make our medicine work directly and indirectly, because when we produce our medicines, like the Coronin 20 that we produce to counter, it has already helped so many people in Cameroon. The testimony everywhere just within a short while, even though the cases were not really proven that it's really COVID-19 or not. Since we don't have the laboratory, they have to take the specimen to Yaoundé and so on. But when they don't have the symptom, they just call, oh, this is Coronin. They give them within 2 or 3 days, they disappear.
Okay. So you have a hand sanitizer that you call Genua hand sanitizer. Yes. What is Corona 20? Yeah,
Coronin 20.
It's Coronin
20 or Virovit.
Virovit, yes. You understand health?
Yes. 20 in handling COVID-19. Coronin 20 or Virovit, our traditional scientific name is Virovit. Then you have the commercial name is Coronin 20. Coronin 20 or Virovit has been produced to handle all respiratory tract infection, be it viral or non-viral, and all gastrointestinal infections. Because you'll be surprised that many people have not yet uncovered corona. You'll be surprised in the near future, people will quote what I'm saying here. They'll start testing coronin from urine and even from blood. Not only through the face or putting electronic through the face, through the blood, you get it through excreta, you get through other parts to show it's not only limited to the respiratory tract. A lot of things will come up because the Western way is still trying to decode the COVID-19. They have not yet decoded it. They are still struggling. All what we have now are hypotheses, assumptions that scientists are bringing it to calm down the way while they are there in the lab working and trying to decode the virus.
Okay.
Yes. So we came up with whether it is this or that or that. It works in all those spheres.
Okay. Yes. It works in all those spheres. But
yes.
You equally have what they call motras. What is motras?
Yes. Motras just came to fortify this.
Okay.
Because the way Coronin 20 is, when you take it, within a few minutes, you start sweating. There are plants that we have used over the years to cure disease that people have been suffering for more than 2, 3, 4 decades. Respiratory tract infections, chronic for more than 20, 30 years. There are people who come to us, they have been going to hospital, they have been removing water from their lungs and so on because of pneumonia and other chronic pulmonary infections or respiratory tract infection, be it upper or lower respiratory tract infection. Yeah. So we came up, it's an upgrade of a certain miraculous product, pneumonin, which we have been using over the year. We just upgraded it to come up with this. Then, somewhere along the line, we discovered that people have just been infecting only their hands. For example, I'm talking with you here. If I have corona, you will catch it. We have no problem because we cannot wear masks and talk. So we came up by the grace of God.
We are respecting the social distancing.
Yeah, the social distancing. Some people say it's airborne, some people say it's not airborne, it's only contact. We don't know which one is correct. There are so many schools of thoughts, and there are so many conspiracy theories here and there. But we came up with this. This has the whole formula of coronin, about 65 plants, but there are actually about 72 plants extract in this mouth and respiratory tract sanitizer. You just open. Each time you want to use, please, can you help me? I don't have a nail.
Okay.
Or help me a pen. Yeah. Because we seal it is well protected. The head of the big, well protected. If you open yours and the seals have been cut, you know that maybe it's fake. So when you open it, it's well protected. So you can open. This is the mouth and respiratory tract sanitizer.
Okay.
It's made of so many plants. you use it, whether it's a corona or it's cough or it's TB, viral, bacteria, fungi, or it's toxin, poisonings, you use it, it cleans the throat, work in the upper, when you spray, it even get the power. We have used plants that we have been using over the years. There's some barks of tree where even chew them, your mouth is as warm as pepper. Those barks, we have very powerful barks of tree that we use to clean the lungs, clean the upper respiratory tract. The lower one that include the pulmonary system. Then it works in the gastrointestinal tract from your mouth to the stomach, the intestines and everything to cure you, because if disease go down, even if they say the acid in the stomach will kill it, but as people eat and drink water, they dilute the acid, cannot even kill anything.
So how do we use
this
water?
one? You just open it. Every second, you use it anytime you like. It's written there, you just apply about 5 to 7
I see. Okay.
When you apply, wow, I feel the power. I feel it going up my head. You use it anytime. There's no way. I've given him children. I give my children.
It is a mouth sanitizer.
Mouth and respiratory tract sanitizer. I go into the lungs, all your organs, go into the pharynx, the lung, all go right into the system, even into the stomach.
Okay. So you sanitize the hand with
you sanitize your hand with the hand sanitizer. This one is the mouth and respiratory tract sanitizer.
Okay.
For example, if I'm talking to you, before I talk with you,
you sanitize the mouth.
And I'm telling any moment I feel some instinct that I should use, I use it with me. As I'm going out with me, anywhere I just use.
Okay.
Yes.
Doctor, I'm going to be reading some of your writings. You just need to interpret them because you are a holistic doctor.
Yes.
There are certain things you say that some of us will not understand. You see, animals that are calm and peaceful in the jungle serve as food to others.
Yes.
You see, blacks are calm and peaceful, and a peaceful race.
Yes.
I think that blacks will serve as food to others.
Yes. And that is what people don't know. That is why, notwithstanding all our ancestors were taken for slaves more than 500 years ago, they have been fasting, praying, cursing, even those who took them. Have you seen those people suffer from any curse? From the generation till today, it is the family of the people who took our parents, found they are the ones still ruling the world. Has caught them? Have they suffered any curse? No. Because they master the principles. But we have been brainwashed to be praying foolishly, to be praising God foolishly, because so blind. That's why our we pray every day and pray. After you pray fast on the mountain, you turn and buy toothpick even from the Chinese who does not know that you are God. That you pray. Even your clothes, your pants is still from the person who does not know your Messiah. Your God is the one still clothing you.
What are you saying?
By this, I'm saying that the black man has been religiously brainwashed to become a sheep. You know how if you can tame, there is no. If a cow, one cow is conscious, even 20 Ghana cannot control that cow. But once you succeed to tame that cow, to lose consciousness of what it is, even a little child will hold a small stick and be controlling 5,000 cows, beating them and they will running because they don't know who they are. The black man has been, they have used systems, educational system, religious system to tame us, to lose consciousness of who we are, what is inside us. We have become now cows and goats for the shepherd to be controlling.
The white man. How do we relate this to COVID-19? Are you referring Africans to go back to their natural labs to see
they should go back to African religious systems, African knowledge systems. They go and refine it, develop it, make it evolve, and they use it independently, like how the Asians have used theirs until they are not challenging the West. But if you allow somebody is against you to be feeding you, then you always remain a patient.
Okay, let us take some messages, lots of them. Good evening, Mr. Liu. I'm happy for all what doctor is saying. What is killing us in Cameroon and Africa is that we don't believe in homemade products. We only want hand sanitizers produced out of the country before we buy. I'm a testimony of one of those who produce hand sanitizers in Bamenda, trained from an empowerment center even before the outbreak of COVID-19. but somebody will tell you, is not original. What I know is that some people don't even believe in what doctor is saying. Keko is writing from Bamenda. Good evening to you, Keko. Please, I'm a map from Yaoundé. Where can we get your products? I'm sure our doctor will tell you at the end of the program. Good evening, Mr. Koum. I'm overwhelmed with the special edition. Thanks for your dedication to education. Please, I would like his contact for my private consultation. Doctor will give you his contact. Greetings to you people in the studio. Mr. Leo, Dr. Fru is a strong, famous traditional doctor in the Northwest and Southwest region. And I believe he will obviously come up with a medicine for COVID-19. Tom is writing from Yaoundé. Good evening, Mr. Liu and Doctor. I'm happy about this educative program. I want to ask Doctor the cost price of his hand sanitizer. It's Paulo in Big Mancon, Bamenda. How much is it, Doctor?
Yeah, it depends on those. Yeah, this one is about 125 million. No.
Okay, it depends on the size.
Yeah, it depends on the size. But I think this one, I don't know the price because I'm not the commercial, but I know in Boya, where we produce, should be around 4 or 5. Yes, because I discovered that people are selling small, this in 115, 25. So I brought this special one because this one, then I think this one.
The mouth sanitizer.
This mouth sanitizer, what is in this bottle was supposed to actually be 5 bottles. But I concentrated it and refine it because it was supposed to be out long ago. Because I know when something comes like this, there are people who call themselves scientists waiting to challenge. They were all waiting to challenge my product. So I made it in such a way that it's going to even convert challengers to be consuming it. So, but I think it's around 11,500 in Boya. With this you can save so many lives.
The mouth sanitizer.
Yes, you save so many lives. Just one like this can save your family.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
We even pray that people should have it in parks where they load cars, in offices. You have it. Somebody want to enter your office, you sanitize even the mouth, because the way we are praying, once you drop in your mouth, it start getting absorbed right into your tongue, start clearing the throat, because disease are always spread if they have caused a film where they multiply. Then your air send them out. Once you clear that mucus, because this one clear the mucus where germ growth, serves as a media or a substrate where germ growth, it clear it, remove everything, then it gives energy. When you spray your mouth, you feel your mouth warm, heat, you start sweating.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. This one says your knowledge in holistic medicine is very advanced. Can you give some information on prostate and what can we be using daily not to be affected by COVID-19? As this is writing from Bambili, there is a hand sanitizer and there is a mouth sanitizer by Dr. Fru. But Dr. Fru is saying that you respect all the guidelines, hygienic.
Yeah, because not everybody.
Yeah, the health guidelines
this
given by the World Health Organization and the government of Cameroon. Yes. This one says, evening, Mr. Koum and Doctor. Can Doctor give us the cost of his products and where we can get them? Kazor is writing from Loom. You have the prices given to you already by Doctor. This one says, I am Tamfu Desiree, writing from Bonaberry. Greetings to you all. I really enjoy the program. Please, I'm happy with Doctor's words of encouragement. God created us strong and healthy. Diseases affect us because of modern chemicals we take into our system, which weakens our immune system. I would advise Doctor to be sure of what he says because the world is watching him. Let him remember that even TB Joshua prophecies failed. Okay. Doctor is not
I'm not a prophet.
A prophet.
Or I may be a prophet in my own field.
Yeah, but it is also to tell you that people are watching and are taking very seriously what you are saying. Good evening, Mr. Liu. I love your program. I want to respond to that. I want to respond to what a doctor said about Iran. Iran is hot. The Middle East are just approaching summer. Solomon, writing from Boya. Okay, Solomon, thank you for your contribution. Good evening to you in the studio. Doctor, I just want to know what are the extreme temperatures. Okay, extreme temperatures. Good evening, Mr. Liu. Dr. Fru is my role model. Do well to bring him often and in subsequent programs. Okay, thank you. We'll do that. Mr. Kum and Dr. Fru, I just want to appreciate you people first, but I hold my Media Prime to a great esteem. Please continue with that spirit. Dr. Fru, we are behind you. I lack words, but keep going on. Is Martin Akwo writing from Kumba. Doctor has spoken about the hand sanitizer and the mouth sanitizer. People are asking how much you set already. One is 4.5 in Boya.
Yeah, it's 4.5 in Boya.
One is 4.5 in Boya. The other is 11.5
in Boya. Okay. But we pray that everybody should have this. We have taken time.
Okay. Lots of tussle between the Western and the African medicine. Where do you people find a point of convergence?
There's nothing like a point of convergence. For example, if I have 1,000 francs here, you counterfeit the 1,000. Which one is original? Who steals from who? I will not say copy. Who steals from who? Where if I'm using this leaf to cure this, a scientist come to the village, they say, oh, it's rich in zinc. And go now synthesize artificial zinc. Then turn back again now to campaign the people against me and my zinc, so that they should be buying his artificial zinc. Who is counterfeit? Orthodox medicine is just counterfeiting nature.
Yeah, but shoot, I'm talking about point of convergence. Where do you?
Yeah, well, we converge where we are working towards bringing good health. But our philosophies and beliefs are different. Why the other medicine is taking bacteria, viruses to the lab to study, know about their cytoplasm, their nature, then to produce chemicals to kill that germ. We don't have any business with germ. The question we ask is that, why is this germ thriving there? Germ don't just grow anywhere. Germ only grow where there's dirt. And dirt is relative. If you want to prepare rice, and beans is not part of a component, beans become dirt. There are many things we take into our body thinking that they are nice. It's dirt. Germ only grow where it's dirt. If germ do not grow where they find their food, in the laboratory, before we grow germ, culture bacteria, we have to produce a very good, nice media or substrate media to grow the germ. If the media is not rich with what will make germ grow, sugar and so on, germ will not grow. If germ could grow anywhere, then germ would have just been growing anywhere in the laboratory, would have been producing, taking time to prepare a very good media to grow bacteria. Would have just grown anyhow to grow. To show that bacteria need a very good media. So if germ grow in your system, multiply and proliferate, that is spread to other parts of the body, it means that your body is made up of dirt. What type of dirt? Fried food, sugar, all the sweet drinks we take, the poisonous things from foods, from fertilizer, all the meat injected with vaccines and so on, the bad air we breathe, carbon monoxide, the negative thoughts we put on our head, all the brainwash that has switched off, all the apps in the brain, the apps are not functioning well. You can imagine a computer that the apps in the memory are not functioning well. The computer will be malfunctioning. All of that, plus our poor environment, we no longer sit under the sun to tap all the energy, because the highest antibiotic in this world is sun. There is nothing that can give you energy as compared to the sun. Even plants depend on the sun. If there is no sun, there will be no photosynthesis. Everything depends on the sun. People now just get there into that. Even when they build their houses, they don't construct in such a way that the window will face the direction when the sun is rising, and when it's setting, the door will face the direction when it's setting. So all the time sun is entering the house. They get from poorly constructed houses where sun doesn't enter. They step into the cars or in taxis, go to offices. They enter where there is ACs and so on. They hardly sit under the sun. If you go to America, most of the blacks are suffering from cancer. Why? The white man will not tell all the truth. They lack vitamin D. Why? They don't sit under the sun. And you know the black melanin screen the sun not to penetrate you fast. When a white man enters the sun for 5 minutes, the amount of vitamin he has absorbed is 50 times more than what even a black man will sit under the sun for 1 hour. So when whites just cross under the sun, since they don't have melanin, the sun penetrates very fast, they absorb vitamin D. But the black man will need to stay under the sun for long because the melanin screen away ultraviolet radiation. It will not be able to absorb enough sun. That's why most blacks in America are dying of cancer. But people don't know. And because of that, then now, if you cannot sit on the sun, they need now to go into supplements, vitamin D supplements, to build a immune system, to work against cancer. Okay. There are a lot of factors that have to be brought into play to make sure that we are strong and resistant.
Let's stay with COVID-19. You wrote somewhere that COVID-19 is something more than we think and know and are not told.
Yes.
Is there something hidden behind this COVID-19 that you think we need to know? Are you also believing in the conspiracy theory?
Everywhere there's conspiracy, even where we believe and depend on, believe on conspiracy. The virus stemmed from China. I believe there's a lot that China is hiding, that the Western world have been able. It started from China. Within just 1 or 2 months, they contained it. It killed just about 4,000 something people. But look how many people are dying in America. Just look at the news. How many died in Italy, Spain,
France?
The Western world, they say they are more advanced in science, technology, because they have been unable to decode. They are the one coming up with conspiracy theories, hypotheses, just to cover shame that they have not been able to know what is killing people. And they just cover up, they just get a few information from China, where China is hiding the rating, then just come out saying they already know what are coronaviruses, their common characteristics. They bring in some of these characteristics, they form the conspiracy theory, send it out. People have not yet really discovered what is corona. The real corona will not succeed in tropical Africa. SARS, MERS, never succeeded in Africa. They are all coronaviruses. They never succeeded. Common cold is killing people in Europe. Flu, the RNA virus, the influenza virus, is killing people that way. How many people have cold here die? How many people have influenza die? Or flu die? How many people have those things here? But if COVID-19 is succeeding in Africa, it means there's something more than it. It is a strain that is advanced, more advanced than the coronavirus, that needs another name which is not coronavirus to be named. The West are still trying, because I'm following up the research, they are still trying to decode the virus. They have not yet decoded. If they decoded it, wow, they would have just come up with medicine and clear up the thing. It's just that it's shame. Shame. America is ashamed. Europe is ashamed that China, something came from China. They are able to come up with medicine to contain it the way China just contained it. So there is more about it. I've earlier said, with time, they will start getting specimens from our excreta, from urine and blood, not necessarily putting machine on the head or getting through the mouth and nostrils. There's a lot about it that with time scientists will decode.
Okay. The message is just, at what temperatures will the virus not exist? I'm not sure.
From 26 degrees Celsius upward.
Okay. Hi, I'm Tanjong Josephine from Noni. I really enjoy the program. It is very educative. I have learned so much today. Thanks to you, Mr. Doctor. Okay, they call him Mr. Doctor. Okay, this is this one says, this Dr. Fru is learned. Thanks to my Media Prime to bring him on board. Sony Rapido, writing from Limbe. Good evening, sir. Please, I just want to ask Dr. Fru if he has any medicine for hepatitis B. I'm Elvis from Pendamboko. Okay. Hi, Mr. Liu and Doctor in the studio. How much for your products? Marvin, writing from Kumba. The product is 4.5 and 11.5. Good evening, Mr. Liu and Dr. Fru. I think you are right, Doctor. The earlier we Africans believe in our own traditional medicine, the better for us. Let us imagine how our great-grand, very strong and for many years without these conventional medicines. Thank you, Doctor. God bless you. Amos, writing from Boston in the U.S. This was a doctor, please, can spirit kill all bacteria effectively? Because here people mix spirit and say it's hand sanitizer. Clifford is writing from Bamenda. I don't know, Doctor, spirit hand sanitizer, does it kill all the bacteria? spirit?
Well, I will not even limit to bacteria. I will just say germ. Because bacteria is just part of the numerous germ. You are under germ, that is the harmful microbes. You have viruses. You have some microscopic parasites, protozoans, fungi, and so on. Hand sanitizer cannot kill all. I earlier said you cannot kill a virus outside. A virus means a chemical. It's a chemical. It's a chemical, either an RNA, that is ribonucleic acid, or deoxyribonucleic acid, that is DNA. But the one that is from outside, that is not from the body, is a counterfeit of the natural one that looks like it, but it's synthetic. It's a chemical. How can you kill something that is not living? You destroy it. Okay, well, maybe he put it on. He wanted to ask whether can hand sanitizer destroy all. How can you can destroy so many, but not all. That is why there's never a place you see they say it can destroy 100%. If you want to exaggerate, they'll say 99.99999. 99.999 to buy their head, because if you say 100%, people can even sue you when they go, it doesn't really destroy all. Yes, so you cannot destroy all, and it depends on it, because when you apply those things on your hand, it depends how the person manufacture it, and it depends the quantity you apply on your hand. It depends.
Okay, it depends.
Yes.
It depends. Please, Dr. Froop, apart from the government-given measures, what can you add to combat the COVID-19, and how can we get this year prescribed medications? See, Wisdom is writing from Yaoundé. Dr. Richard, I envy you, sir. You are very interesting. I'm enjoying the program very much. Richard, just follow to the end. Hello, Mr. Liu, greetings to you and doctor. The reason we go for foreign products is the fact that our locally made products are very expensive. Imagine sanitizer sold for 11,500. Can a local man afford it in a time like this? This is not time to make much money, but help the population. Thanks. I'm Chris Santos, writing from Yaoundé. This one says, Dr. Richard Fru, you need to acknowledge God because you talk like you are God yourself. Okay, Willie is writing from Boya. Doc, we are really grateful for your efforts to prevent coronavirus. We'll be more grateful if you make the sanitizers in small bottles, which is affordable. Jennifer writing from Kumba. I'm sure there are smaller bottles. This Karen from Boya says, Doctor, good evening. Where are you located? Your contacts have learned a lot from you. Wish to know more about you. Okay. Good evening, Mr. Kum. And the doctor is Fabian from Douala. I appreciate and pray for more grace for him. I would like to have his number for private consultations. Okay. Good evening. For Sidwan. How can I get doctor's number? Okay. Hello, Dr. Fru. Why is it that traditional medicines, which is said to be best but expensive, even more than foreign medicines? Declan is writing from Bamenda. Good evening, Mr. Liu. I really enjoy your program and wish you guys to keep on, but have one question for Dr. Fru. If he really has a COVID-19 patient that he has already come out with mouth sanitizer, and how effective he thinks it can be. I'm Haddison, writing from Douala. Acha Julius from Yaoundé. I wish many people over the world could watch and understand what doctor is saying, what we really need in Africa. Good evening, doctor. I know you are a man of God and always work with the church. What can you say about Christians restricted from going to church but allow people to go to the market? Don't you think the church needs to meet for the purpose of prayer against COVID-19? Ronald is writing from Bamenda. Please, where exactly can I get the mouth sanitizer in Boya? Linda Fonken, writing from Mutengene. Doctor, you have spoken about building your immune and natural system to combat any present, and how do any of your drugs perform that role? Jude is writing from Atiko.
Yes, I think I've got some worries. I will start with the one who say I'm speaking like God. I know them. When people send questions, I don't know what makes them feel that I'm talking like God here. Anyway, I think it's a typical brainwash a religious practitioner. That is why they don't even understand their Bible. They don't even understand their books. We need to speak the puppy of a lion acts like a lion. The puppy of a dog acts like a dog. And because they are brainwashed, they don't even know who they are. If you are really a child of God, you talk like God. So what is wrong if I'm talking like God? If I'm a child of God, me, I have the DNA of God. I must speak that God nature. If God is a creator, there should be a creator. If God is powerful, there have to be a powerful. Even your Bible, Psalms 82 verse 6 say, ye are gods. Why can't you talk like gods? If you go to, is it Mark 34 verse 10? Mark 10:34. Jesus reminded the people, is it not written in your law that I said ye are gods? Reminding them that you don't know who you are. That is why you're acting like sheep. Is it not written that I say you are gods? What is wrong when I talk like a god? Picking for snake, na snake, you talk like snake. Picking for lion, na lion, talk like lion. So those are brainwashed people who have made sheep, and when you talk like God, it's a crime. Why picking for God no talk like God? I have the DNA. So going to for there is another one said the products are expensive. I don't know whether they have ever gone to hospital, sleep there for 2 or 3 days. The bill they give them even for malaria, just a few bags of drip for malaria. I've paid bills 600,000, 700,000 for some relatives who just went to hospital. They're not even able to diagnose their sickness. They just gave some few drips. The next they say they gave them 20 drips, and bills went up to about 600,000. They don't complain. But when you come, you give it to 11,000, they complain. But by the time the thing hit them, they go to the hospital, they give them 400,000. They're even pleading to survive 1 million. They will never complain. Is that same brainwash? They don't even know what is in this bottle, yet they're complaining of price. The black man is interested in quantity, not quality. And that is why you even see the Chinese, they will make a big box of tea. When you open that big box, you meet another plastic plate in it. When you pull it out, you meet with some 3 small tiny sachets in it. Because they know black man wants quantity. But when we bring something loaded, small like this, we give the price. They say, hey, that Chinese is big like this, but inside. So that is a problem. It's a matter of mindset. A matter of mindset. How can somebody show a mouth and respiratory tract in sanitizer? Then you can help a lot of people. They say 11, you say it's expensive. Hand sanitizer, look at the bottle, very big, 4-5. When you are buying small bottles now, or you are not even sure. 1-5. How many of those bottles you double before you give this? You see, it's just mindset. Yeah. They are used to these parts in the village. You go and give a small fowl, goat, and they say, bring gallon, my pikin. They are boiling things and pouring in it. They are used to.
Okay. Yes. Used to.
Sorry. Then another person asked whether Dr. Fru that God-fearing. Yeah, I'm God-fearing. I believe in God, but not the type of God many people believe. Because many people believe that there's somebody sitting up is a man. They call the person he. A man. Some say it's a woman. No, I don't believe that type of God. I believe in the supreme, omnipotent, omnipresent, omniscient force that know today, tomorrow, yesterday, today, and tomorrow. The God that does not confuse, does not ask people to kill rams and rub blood on their walls so that he will come and dictate the house of the enemy without missing it. The God, oh no, I don't believe in the God that regret to have created man. He did not know that man will fail him. They don't believe in such God. I believe in the universal, omnipotent, omnipresent, omniscient force that governs the universe, of which we are the divine nature of that force. I mean, we share the energy of that force. The fowls, the goats, the birds, and everything, even the stones, the river share that force.
Okay. Doctor, many people are asking about your number. I want to plead, because I may not have time to give Dr. Fru's number to everybody. That's why I'm pleading that it should be put on our screens there. Please, the number is there. Eli, can it contrast on something so that it is clearer? Can it contrast on something so that it is clearer? I may not have time to provide the number to everybody. So that is Dr. Fru's number on the screen there. If you need a number, you can copy it out, and you may call him. Okay. You say that's not the number?
No, it's not.
Okay. Okay. But doctor, I want us. Many people have problems, and
Yes.
you talk. You've spoken so much about the immune system,
Yes.
the food we eat, and how we survive.
Yes.
Can you come back to that?
Yes. Our immune system is controlled by a lot of factors.
Mm-hmm.
It starts with your mind.
Mm-hmm.
And the capacity of your mind to depend on what you eat.
Mm-hmm.
It is a food, because if you see, we are organic.
Okay.
Even your brain is organic. The fat, the nerves, everything is built from the things you eat.
Mm-hmm.
That's why we have teeth of wisdom, we have plants of wisdom. We have plants that can open your pineal gland. You start looking at people, say, I can see a black wrapper in your back. I can see somebody in your kitchen cooking stew. And so on. They open the pineal gland, open all the oil, remove fluoride, and so on, purify it, and you start seeing things. Your brain is built, for example, if I give you banana now, you eat banana, you just discover that you become so happy. Your stress will just go down. What has banana done? Banana has activated serotonin, the hormone that keep you awake, keep you happy. Then if I give you honey now, what will happen in hot water? Honey will go and suppress serotonin, activate melatonin. Melatonin is a hormone that will make you to go to sleep, relax. There are so many hormones, there are so many things now, but they depend on plants. Even the people, somebody talk about prayer and so on. There is no prayer that will work if nature is not involved. Forget about the name they call Holy Spirit, demon, Satan. All those things are energies. The Holy Spirit is your positive energy. Why what they call demons are negative energy. God gave you all the energy for a purpose. The negative energy for attack and defend, while the positive energy is to show love, cause good, help people, create good things in the environment and so on. While the other negative energy, which is like the snake venom, they call devil, is to be minimized each of the time. I know the problem is that, especially Christians, most Christians pray, say things, but they don't understand what they say. When a Christian say, he that is in me is greater than he that is in the world, the next moment you look up in the world praying, when you already say he that is in you is greater, is that not foolishness? Why not meditate with the one that is in you? Me is in you. Then when you say, let he decrease, let I decrease, let he increase, what are you saying? Let the wicked part of you, the negative part of you, the demon in you decrease. Why he, the Christ part means the spirit, the positive energy part of you increase. So that you perfect good in the society.
Doctor, many people really want to get answers from you. So I would like us to consecrate this, the last part of this program, for the televiewers to receive answers from you. Let me take some of them. This one says, good evening. 6 degrees can kill Koro, but human body temperature is 37 degrees. How come the disease is living in human body? Solomon is writing from Boya. Doctor, just know them. Good evening to you, Mr. Liu and Doctor. I'm following the program and noticed that the doctor has sprayed the sanitizer more than 6 times. Is it that the medicine having a dose? Herman in Douala, is this a sanitizer? He can take it. Okay, he's still taking it. Good evening, Mr. Liu, and a honorable good one to Doctor. I'm Adam Paul from Belo. I'm really enjoying the program. Please, Doctor, can it be possible that COVID-19 is having a link with G5 network, as others are saying? Do you believe in that?
Okay, let me start with the other question. Why is it that
so many,
they say COVID-19 can be destroyed by high temperature? Our body temperature is about 36, 37 degrees, but from 26 degrees, why is they say 26 degrees can destroy it? Why? Yes. Why is it that when you want to take your temperature, you put the thermometer by your armpit and cover it for some time? If your body temperature is... Why is it that you don't just put it on any part of your body? The airway. Why is it that the virus attacked by the airway cannot stay inside the blood? Because of the temperature. The temperature is inside the blood. But the airway takes the temperature outside. So the temperature of the air outside temperature. So the airway is taking in the cold air, is cooling those ways. That is why the disease can only live on these cooling airways. Because the air outside cool that area for them. It's just like you are feeling heat, you put a fan. You only stay, if the place is too hot, you can only stay where there's that fan. So air is passing through those air tracks, cooling it and making it favorable for the virus.
Okay. I hope that one is clear. Good evening, Mr. Liu and Doctor. Your program is so good. Doctor has a mastery of his products. More power to your elbows. Innocent Finya is writing from Bamenda. Good evening, Mr. Liu. I'm Do Valentine from Bakundu. Just to wish you and your panelists a word of appreciation. 19. Valentine, good evening to you. Okay, that is doctor's number. Many of you have requested for his number. Can you just get it so that you don't call me after the program? Good evening, Mr. Kum and Doctor. This is a very rich program and needs to be rebroadcasted. Okay, Young is writing from Yaoundé. Greetings, Mr. Liu. Thanks for inviting Dr. Fru Ngwa Royal, writing from Boya. This one says, good evening to you in the studio. I want to appreciate Doctor for educating the public. It's just that his drugs are too expensive. Please, Doctor, try to reduce the prices of your drugs. God bless you all. From Mami Christie, writing from Muya. Okay. Good evening. It's Agwe Mubele from Kumba. I have one question to you. Tell us what's the treatment for COVID-19. Good evening, Mr. Liu and Doctor. Please, Dr. Fru, do you have medicine for waist and back pains? Wilson is writing from Yaoundé. Dr. Fru, we would plead for the government to create a faculty of your specialty in our state universities so that when an outbreak like this happens, we would be prepared. For you are more than a professor in theory and practical. Bravo, Doc. It's Martin Ako Penye writing from Kumba. My name is Nikita from Bamenda. Please, Doctor, I have dry cough and I'm scared. It's corona. What can I do? His number is there. Can you just call him after the program? Dr. Fru is learned. Thanks to my Media Prime for bringing him today. Okay. Hi, I'm Tamfu Desiree writing from Limbe. I really appreciate the doctor's words of encouragement. I am in Bonaberry and wish to know how I can purchase Mr. Doctor's product. Is he having any branch in Douala? Okay. Good evening. Dr. Stanley from Bamenda. Please, I just want to ask if it's true that the black are resistant to COVID-19 than the whites. Okay. I don't know whether doctor has. Once again, the medicine have a dose because doctor has been spraying all through. He should not suffer from overdose. I'm sure doctor is going to answer you. Free Miranda, watching from Limbe. Good evening to you, Free. Special greetings to you and the family. Extend my greetings to them. Doctor, you have some answers to that? If somebody
I will start the last one
that you keep
yes.
continuing.
This is when I just came up with this medicine, we contacted some high authorities in Cameroon so to see if they can test this medicine on very bad cases on COVID-19. They advised us to see, they told us that since it's a natural medicine, means it does not have any serious problems, so it does not need to go through the normal protocol that orthodox medicines go through, that we should just work, try to see families that have the disease, then work even with the delegates, the regional delegates, to see how we can work with the medicine. So we did not just come with medicine and be using without trying to contact some authorities. And they say my medicine is natural, so they believe that natural things are generally safe. Somebody have been spraying it severally. I was just saying this to come to this, to move in line with what these authorities told us in the government. When you go to eat your fufu and ero, who prescribe the dose? When you're eating your chew, drinking all that chew soup, somebody will take 2 spoons, you will take 15 spoons. Does it kill you? It's when you start dealing with chemicals that you don't follow a prescribed dose, it kills you. This is nature. I drink everything at once. This is nature. If food, anything called medicine should have food value, and anything called food should have medicine value. This is what the acclaimed father of medicine, Hippocrates, said. Let thy food be medicine, and medicine be food. I mean, anything called medicine should have food value, and anything called food should have medicine value. So before you eat your food, ask, this thing I'm eating, if somebody is sick as food, can it cure the person as medicine? Before you eat your medicine, ask, this thing I'm eating as medicine, if somebody is hungry, can it solve the hunger? Medicine only comes from medicine men. People don't know the meaning of medicine. It's only medicine men that produce medicine. Means the only traditional doctor produce medicine. Anything out of traditional medicine is called a drug. That is why I'm offended when people come. They don't, do you have drug for this? I don't deal with drugs. I deal with medicine because I'm a medicine man. Medicine man dealing with medicine. So only medicine people deal with medicine. People who are not medicine, people deal with drugs. And drugs are what are coming from abroad. This is medicine. This is loaded with nutrients, vitamins, and everything. It has extract from 72 plants. 72 plants. If I tell you what one plant will do, what is inside.
Yeah, but
so it's medicine. So it does not really have. That is why here
doctor, it's
written that just drop 5 to 7 drops in your mouth several times.
I read
yes.
I read you writing that the first medicine
yes
to cure any disease is food.
Food
is the food we eat.
Yes. The first medicine is food. That is why I earlier said people are sick because of dietary divergence. They diverted from ancestral food. Even though because of civilization, modern technology, this is coming to one question, maybe we avoided it knowingly or unknowingly about relationship between 5G and that is a political question. Yes, diseases only come when something goes wrong. Pandemics only come when something goes wrong, or epidemics. No epidemic, no pandemic can appear without something activating it. Something activates it. If locusts appear here and start eating all crops here, something activated it. That's how diseases operate. And they only appear where there's low energy. So food is the first medicine. We only fall sick if we have been eating the wrong food. Let thy food and medicine be thy food. It means that let anything you call food has medicinal properties. And anything you call medicine has food properties.
Okay. Lots of messages. I really want to read them because at times they write and they accuse and insult me for not reading their messages. I was in Boya yesterday. Many people accusing me. I send messages, you don't read. I go this way, they say, I send messages, you don't read. Let me come with the other question that is pending, 5G word, because many people have been saying that it is the 5G causing coronavirus. No. If you follow my publication, I said they are twins. 5G is an opportunist. Take an opportunity. The people who are installing it take an opportunity that corona is around. And the government is asking people to stay at home. Then they are also seizing that opportunity to be moving and planting their 5G. Not that it is 5G causing corona. Okay. Good evening, Doc. Thanks for the knowledge. Any branch in Yaoundé where we can purchase your medicine. Madam Lekelefa watching from Yaoundé. That is doctor's number on the screen. The number under. The number under is doctor's number. Can you just write or call him after the program? Good evening, Mr. Kum. I'm Ali from Boya. Please, I don't agree with doctor about the cooling air issue. How many COVID patients has he treated and where? Okay, this one's good evening, doctor. Can your vaccine cure asthma since it's also a respiratory tract infection like COVID-19? Franklin is writing from Boya. Good evening, my media prime. I'm Bimela Celestine writing from Yaoundé. Dr. Fru, thanks so much for educating our population. Hi, please, Mr. Doctor, having any training center? I'm writing from Douala. Okay, I want to talk to him. Just call him after the program. Please, doctor, do you have treatment for diabetes? Christian is writing from Douala. Christian, just call doctor after the program. I'm sure he is going to give you directions. My name is Joyce Akokubong. Longika from Boya, please tell doctor to speak well. Okay, I'm sure doctor is speaking well. Hi, in the studio, please, Dr. Fru, what is the difference between an epidemic and a pandemic? Tankwa is writing from Yaoundé. I don't think you know everything. Cyril is writing from Boya. Good evening, sir. Please, for the meaning of the blessing to our nation. Good evening, Mr. Liu and Doctor. What is the cause of kidney stone and can it be treated by Nuela? Writing from Malingo in Boya. Good evening. What an educative program, Doctor. It has always been a thumbs up to you when it comes to traditional products. I was privileged to have a taste of Motras and hand sanitizers. It's indeed great. From Nuela PSTV, Boya. Hi, I'm Tamfu. Having any training? Okay, I'm sure I read that one already. You're asking whether there's a training center. Good evening, doctor. I'm impressed with your knowledge as far as traditional medicine is concerned. Do you have any social media group? If yes, can I have it? Can you just call doctor after the program? And you people calling, stop the calls. Just send your message. I will endeavor to read them so that you don't accuse me. Thanks, Dr. Fru, for coming to the program. Most of available drugs have their active ingredient from plants. However, to have these active ingredients in large amounts and not destroy the forest, scientists now synthesize these active ingredients. So wild man medicine should complement traditional medicine. Thanks, Professor Eyong, writing from Yaoundé. Hello, this is Basil from Boya. Dr. Fru, I enjoy your program, but I don't think you understand or listen to the question they ask you. You always answer something. Okay. I'm Jozo from Tico. I do appreciate your efforts. Keep up. Thank you very much. Good evening, Mr. Liu. I'm from Bamenda. As for me, we can pray and God will help us from this coronavirus. Hello and good evening, Mr. Liu. COVID-19 cannot affect me. Does doctor believe that could be other people like me? Elijah is writing from Bamenda. Okay, we unfortunately have to stop at this level because we are caught up by time. We have to stop at this juncture. Doctor, one last word to the millions of televiewers watching you across the world this evening, and possibly information on where they can get this product. It is true, your numbers are there. You could just call doctor after the program here.
Yes, I will encourage everybody to respect all the laws kept in place by the health authorities or by the government. They should believe, because there are some people are still doubting. Some people are still doubting whether the COVID-19 is it reality or what. I'm telling you that is a reality. So they should respect all the laws put in place by the health authorities. They obey or respect all the hygiene and sanitation methods given, information given for them to practice, put into practice in order to cut down the spread of this monster that has entered our area. Then they should also follow the information we give them on social media and other media on how to fight this COVID-19. We are publishing a lot of information on Facebook. Dr. Richard Fru, on my profile or even on my page, there's a lot of information. I've published a lot of information on how people can use other methods to destroy this virus, not necessarily buy my medicine, because I'm not just out. If I were just out to sell medicine, I would not be giving information on how people can cure the disease. Not everybody can buy medicine. We are only trying. Somebody just said Dr. Fru is not a god, should not claim to know. I'm just giving my own little contribution. I'm not saying that I know everything. Yes, it's my own knowledge that I know that I'm passing here. I'm not passing other person's knowledge. I'm an independent thinker, researcher, and when I think and research, I send out my own information.
Okay.
Yes.
Yes.
So then,
where they can get it?
They can get it in all our branches all over the national territory, where they find our clinics. If you permit me, or yes, in Boya, where you just take any taxi, Dr. Flo Hospital, Monya Road, every taxi man in Boya know the place, they'll drop it there. In Kumba, besides CPDM Hall, Kumba Town. In Limbe, Car Street, New Town, Limbe. In Yaoundé, when you are from Shesim, you're going towards Biamasi Lac, you see the test street on your right, see our sample, just go down, you meet the clinic. In Bamenda, behind Abende, at Nzumambu Mankon. Yeah, so you can get this product there. They are sold in so many other places where our partners have kept them. But they can call through the contact that I've given.
Okay.
Yes.
So please,
for more information.
I'm still receiving many messages requesting for doctor's number. Doctor's number is there, right there.
Then we also forgot this one. We gave price. This one is the one that came up to fight COVID-19, Coronin 20. It's a 9.5 in Boya. A packet inside you have 14 sachets, which you boil a sachet in a liter of water. You just take like tea to clear off all that. And not only that, it's not limited, because when we limit medicine on COVID-19, means that if COVID-19 disappear, the medicine will also disappear from market. This is for COVID-19, all coronavirus seeds, RNA virus seed, all respiratory tract infection, all sort of poisoning.
Okay.
Yes.
We are very grateful that you came all the way from Boya to be part of this program today.
I'm grateful for you inviting me to be part of
My Media Prime.
Media Prime, Media Prime, yeah, that is one I know. Media Prime. I'm honored, I'm grateful, and I pray that the good Lord that has strengthened you to be doing the wonderful work that you are doing, because we are seeing your works. She continue to strengthen you, inspire you more to do more for our nation.
Okay, televiewers, we are equally very, very happy that you took time off to be part of this show, especially those of you who sent messages. There are just so many. Unfortunately, we cannot read all of them, but today I really took time off to read most of your messages. We equally want to say we are grateful to the production team, to Eli, who is producing the program, to Desmond, and to everybody who is working at the broadcasting. We say we are immensely grateful, and for moral support from Tamai Jarvis, we say we are grateful to you. We want to say thank you to the one supervising all the work we are doing out here, Tabi Tambe Bryant. Stay blessed. Bye-bye.